Sagittarius. This is going to be for the first half of May 2021. It's going to be your reading. And this is like the first time I hear, I don't know if it's a plane or a helicopter. I haven't heard one in a while. So maybe you guys are traveling. We love travelers. I'm Sagittarius, so we're gonna go in with 3 goddess cards, go in with some tarot, and then if you stick around to the end, we're gonna do like a 3 to 5 minute Reiki bar session where we're gonna clear out some energy for you guys to get you ready for whatever the cards have to offer for you. So let's see, we have the goddess Aphrodite, inner goddess, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So dancing is like my favorite thing to do to change my vibration. So definitely makes you feel very feminine and sexy. So definitely awaken that inner goddess within. The next goddess we have is Kuan Yin. So have compassion for yourself and others, release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Alright, and then we have Butterfly Maiden Transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. And if you see, it's just leaving the old darkness behind and moving forward to that beautiful, abundant, brighter day. So the darker days are definitely behind. You're definitely going through the transformation, but have patience with yourself because transformations are never usually like peaceful and beautiful. They're sometimes very, it's very painful. Just like a snake transforms and sheds its skin, it's a painful transformation. And just like a butterfly, caterpillar to a cocoon to butterfly, same thing. Also know that you are definitely supplied for today and tomorrow. Goddess Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and tomorrow. I already said that. That's funny. So definitely know that you're supported forever and ever. We're gonna go in with some animal spirit here. I want to pull one more before I show you guys what we have. This is like such a big deck and my hands are so small, so it's always so hard to shuffle. We got an extra one for you guys. I usually pull 3. You guys got an extra one for the other one too. So maybe you guys are just getting extras or anything, or just like gifts from just left and right, because I just got like something for free today. I went to go get some Italian food from this place called Arrivederci. I think I'm saying that right. Anyways, I went there and me and my sister were like, oh, that dessert looks pretty good. Do they say that? And it was tiramisu, and he's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we'll add it on. And then at the end he's like, oh yeah, I'll give it to you for free. And I was like, oh, so sweet. And it was actually really good. I don't really like desserts, but it was good. I just had a little bit of it because I just need a little bit sweet, just a little bit. Anyways, and spirit, time to collaborate. Maybe you guys got to work together with somebody on a project to complete it, and it's not, you can't just do it all by yourself. You're gonna have to ask for help. And hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. Maybe you got to collaborate and work with spirit on working on your dreams. Lay a solid foundation, beaver spirit. So writing down a game plan and just writing it down, manifesting it. And maybe you guys gotta write it down to kind of visualize everything and see everything, because I'm a visual person, so I kind of have to lay everything out and start. It's definitely like you're building blocks, because I see like laying a solid foundation, and then in the collaboration card it's like putting puzzle pieces together. And then this one's tending to the small things. So maybe you guys gotta like, there's some last little, you know, screws you gotta like tighten before you gotta get going. I feel like that's what it's telling me, because I was focusing on something and it was a screw. So maybe you guys are like almost ready to take off, but you have to make sure like the oil sheen, you know what I mean? You gotta just make sure that the little loose ends are finished before you get ready to transform. Like you guys are ready to take off and fly, but you gotta tend to the small things first before you take off. I think that's where we're getting at here. I'm gonna go in with wisdom of the Oracle for my Sagittarius for the month of, hold on, let me just make sure all these are, just noticed some of them weren't turned all the way. I don't think I should do these. It's just one lush double. What do we have for Sagittarius for the first half? So this came out for Scorpio too. So message in a bottle, flexible, being flexible on a certain situation. And then maybe you guys are going to be receiving some sort of communication. And you guys are between worlds. It seems like you guys are definitely in this in-between stages. Here's that again. The other readings didn't hear this, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. You guys are definitely in this in-between stages. So just embrace it. I know you guys maybe feel like you're stagnant right now and you're not taking off, but once you take off, it's kind of like you're not gonna have time to like look back. So you gotta make sure you don't forget anything, any loose ends. Make sure everything is taken care of. We're gonna, the next card is by the book. But I like this card because it's this card reminds me of like Soul Tribe. It's like maybe you guys are a leader of the pack, you're leading the way. See how the big elephant's like leading all the other elephants and they usually lead them to water. So to water knowledge, it's definitely, I don't know, that just hit me right now. Like, where are they going? Because they're in the desert. And I'm like, well, duh, they usually travel to look for water. So maybe you guys are the leader of a pack that's gonna lead, you know, the rest to knowledge. You know, maybe you hold all this knowledge and you're leading everybody to it. Wow, that was really deep, Sagittarius. I like that. Okay, we're gonna go in with Work Your Light and Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So definitely pay attention to what ignites, you know, those little ticks. And we are a fire sign, so yeah, we got a lot of triggers sometimes. Things tick us off, but we always gotta just take a step back and be like, okay, it's not that person, it's not that situation. What is the deeper root of it? Once you get to the root of it and the deeper problem, and then you face it and you feel it and you let it go, you realize that once those other like situations come up, you're not going to feel the same anymore, because you released it, you faced that emotion. You don't just ignore it or numb it or whatever you do, you know, you face it head on and get to the root of it. Take that root out. Take back your power. Anyways, share your voice, express yourself, come out of the cave. Persecution. You've been in the darkness for too long and you're like waiting. You know, I never noticed, like, she is sparkly, you know, she's in the dark, she is that light, but she's trying to like dim to fit in, like, but you're meant to shine and you're meant to share your voice, express yourself, People want to hear your voice, hear what you have to say. Because what you have to say is, again, it's the water. That you're very knowledgeable. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. You cannot rush the process of a caterpillar's transformation into a butterfly. You cannot rush the process of a flower blossoming. You got to just let it unfold naturally, and every unfold is beautiful. And it probably, maybe it does hurt, every little movement of a flower unfolding, but in the very end, it's going to be so beautiful. That masterpiece. Just trust in the process, and you just got to be patient. I hate hearing the word patient. And I didn't notice this one kind of flew over to the side. So the great gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. So yeah, you're the leader of the pack, and you guys are finding your soul tribe. The people that you share the same ideas and values and morals. 11 as I say that. So you're definitely supposed to, once you share your voice, come out of the cave, maybe you're going to meet your soul tribe, the people that you're meant to be here and do your life's purpose here. But you got to come out of the cave first in order for you to find them, or them to find you, vice versa. Okay, we're going to go in with the Moonology. We have that card that turned over, and we want to just pull 2 more cards. These are very chalky, so I'm just going to explain what the bar session is, because I don't think it is. So we're going to clear out that monkey chatter that you have in your brain, the thoughts that don't serve you anymore, the stuff that holds you back from your true potential. A lot of the times we can't control those negative things that keep coming up in our head, and we just want to make sure we're always talking to ourselves in a positive way, because the first step of manifestation, it starts from a form of a thought. That's the first form of energy. So we want to make sure that first form of energy is always positive and pure. Alright, so I pulled another deck too while I was talking. So we have the energy is gaining momentum. So things are definitely speeding up. If you feel like things have been stagnant, things are definitely gonna take off. Momentum for you to take off and fly. It's so funny because there's birds here, and keep going back to you taking off and flying. And then we have you are good enough. Scorpio got this card too. So just know that you are worthy, you are good enough, you hold value, you are high value. And then a time for healing. So allow time to rest, recuperate, and refuel your energy, because you're going through a transformation time, and you want to make sure that you're at your best and you perform your best. But you got to make sure you take time for yourself. And then we have occupation and community. So maybe you guys are going to be working with the community, or maybe you guys are already working with the community, or your work involves some way, somehow. Yeah, you guys are definitely working hard, and maybe you guys need to take a break. We're gonna go in with the tarot now, and go in with this deck. I don't know what it's called. This is like my first deck I got. Gosh, how long ago was that? That had to be at least 5 years ago. Oh my god. So we have Ace of Wands, so a new spark of passion, a creative idea, something that's gonna be very fueling your passion. And like how he's holding the world, so maybe it has to deal with because he had the community card and working. So it could be with you working with the community, maybe on a worldwide spectrum. And And we have Page of Pentacles, so a new idea that's being planted and seeded that's going to bring you material harvest. And the Wheel of Fortune, so things are definitely turning in around for you guys if things haven't been your way. So Wheel of Fortune, wow, things are definitely going to be shifting for you because you've been in this dark phase. You know, we had that butterfly card where, you know, you're transforming from the darkness, and now the wheel is turning. 8 of Wands, you know, you're taking off. There's movement, travel possibly. I'm gonna pull from a different deck. Yeah, we have the 6 of Wands, so we have victory and success. Page of Wands, so a start of like a, did you have Page of Wands twice? And then we have the Page of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands, but then this is also like a fresh new start too, of a creative spark idea too. Lots of passion here, lots of fire. Swords, completion of a cycle. All those swords are about to be lifted off that back. You're transforming. Then we have the Moon card. So this could be things being like secrets, things being illuminated, things coming to surface. Could be from an air sign, or just somebody that is taking that air perspective quality. So it could be a Libra, a Gemini, or a Aquarius, or just somebody that is a little bit more, it's a knight, so it's not a king, so maybe they could just be a little bit on the colder side, but they're coming in with communication here. And then we have the 2 of Cups. So it could be about a love offer possibly, because I mean, we see the heart there, and that's like the counterpart. We're gonna pull more cards to get more clarification and see. So we have some spying here. We have some Page of Swords. Somebody could be having their eye on you, or vice versa. It's like 2 options, 2 wands. It's like 2 different doors to go in. But yeah, you definitely have movement with that 8 of Wands, and then you have the Chariot here. At the bottom of the deck, it's the 10 of Wands. So definitely have completions, cycles, endings, new beginnings, starting. We're gonna go in with the last deck. It's a rated R-ish deck, so just FYI. See what we have. So 6 of Pentacles. So things are balancing out for you materialistically wise. And then in this card, the masculine figure is kind of looking back at the feminine. The feminine has turned their back on a situation and minding their business, and they may have a nice ass, because I see a lot of booty there, but he is definitely looking back and has his eye and almost breaking his neck, but looking back at situations or person. And it's King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or somebody in that sword energy. They could be a little bit guarded. They could be coming out of a situation. 2 wands. You have 2 wands twice, which is the 4 of Wands, which is the 11 card, which is like that union twin soul card. So yeah. Then we have the 7 of Cups, and in the scene here we have the shower scene. So maybe you guys had a lot of shower intimacy, or maybe possible pictures in the shower that they just keep looking back on, because he is definitely lurking. Let me see if this deck's a little bit different. So this is, I want to say this is the Knight of Wands here. No, yeah, it's the Knight of Wands. So the diplomatic, curiosity, negotiation, peaceful solution, meditation, reluctant to use violence despite strength. So this person could be, the masculine energy could be coming back, and, you know, offering some sort of, what did it say? Maybe they were meditating and now they're negotiating, now they're peaceful, they're bringing peace to a situation. Yeah, because the swords here, they're not even pointed at each other. It's like they left their swords, they're not drawing them at each other, and they are embracing each other. The fight is over. And it could be with a water sign. Sagittarius, your video cut out because you guys are just on fire. My phone was like, it's too hot, you have to pause, because you guys are just popping and you guys are just hot. But as I was saying, there is a, because I don't feel like putting my phone back on that, a water sign. It could be a Cancer, a Pisces, a Scorpio, but they're definitely coming in, when they definitely meditated and they're coming back in, possibly. And they're leaving, so in this card, it's the 9 of Pentacles, so they could be leaving like their old life behind. It's like, maybe they used to be a player, maybe you used to be a player, and now it's kind of like you're leaving your old ways and you're being embraced by this new person. I didn't even notice that this card came out, because I was like, the card, like when it paused, I was like, well, I could have sworn another card came out earlier in another deck, and it was Sagittarius. You came out in your reading, the Temperance card. So definitely, I feel like you need to tie up any loose ends that you may have, and see what's triggering you. I feel like you guys have done a lot of healing. I see a lot of completions happening here. And some movement. Just have compassion for yourself, and you guys are going through this, you guys are in this in between, but you guys are ready to take off. So we're gonna do the last part of the reading, where we're gonna just do a quick little Reiki session and just energize you guys and get you ready for your flight and take off, because you guys are on fire, and we just don't want nothing on fire taking off. We want to make sure that you guys are nice and grounded. So we want to make sure that we're sending some positive energy to my Sagittarius to get them ready on this new journey. It looks like the Chariot is coming in and taking them to this 2 of Cups. Possible union, because we had that 4 of Wands, 11-11, soulmate. Clearing anything stagnant, and we're also setting the bars on and making sure that they are turned on. They're going to be running for the next 24 hours. Clearing out anything that does not serve you. That was cold earlier and it's hot. Feels good. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a tan. If you want to book a session with me, it could be Reiki, cards. Go ahead and email or text me. Information is going to be on the screen or in the description listed below. And I'll see you on the next one. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you on the next one. And you guys are on fire. Bye, Sag.